Welcome back everybody to Curse of the Dead Gods. Now, in the last video, we finished up all the introductions to the various temple types, so we just finished with the serpent one. Today we're going to go ahead and start on to the next level of the jaguar, so there'll be two champions for us to beat. And as we go into it, we have a mace and a dagger, which don't do anything special, just simple as it is. And then our three blessings, we have the Favor of Sakal for gold and perception, Gust of Agility for agility and haste when we get a perfect dodge, and the Clever Kills, so the traps do more damage to our enemies. Should be pretty good, I think. Well, we've already got a bit of gold, so we're going to go ahead and start with attributes, and then go right into a weapon. We'll probably take a blood offering for the weapon, just given by how much we'll likely have when we go into that chamber. Here we are. So this is going to be a little bit longer than the last level of Jaguar Temple we did, and really just all three of the last ones, because we have to go through two champions. There we are. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure there's a wall to break. Yep, there sure is. So we'll try and get this dude to break it open for us. Come on, lady. Shoot your orb thing. There it is. Oh, I missed. Okay. Get rid of that dude. Alright, now it's just us. Come on. Thank you. And we still got the greed kill. So that's good. Let's check it out. It's a chest. Could do some health back through the door, so that's pretty good to get early on. If we take any damage, we can at least recoup a little of it. Light this brazier. And then get rid of these guys. Dodge that stuff. Missed. Got him before he could attack us and removed him. Sidewinder sword. Ooh, it's a pretty good one too, actually. We are going to use that. So it's got some nice scaling. If we can keep increasing dexterity, it'll keep increasing the damage on that weapon. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do both of the attributes. And then we'll move on. We'll go for a weapon. We've already got a good primary one, but you know, maybe a better secondary or a new, like an actual two-handed weapon would be good. Because for right now, our altars don't give us any to start with. But with any luck, we'll get enough skulls here soon to unlock two-handed weapons on our altars. Ooh, got me there. Keeping our greed kill going pretty well. Now their attacks do remove fire. If you notice, that thing was lit up in the middle, but as soon as her dark attack hit it, it was gone. Okay, next. Charge attack in, dagger back out. Charge attack in, dagger attack out. Perfect roll. Okay, get behind him, dodge him. Parry. Oh, messed it up. So we lost our greed counter because I messed up my parry, but it's not the end of the world. We got most of the enemies, so it's alright. So this one is also going to get damage from our dexterity, and it does more against burning, which a sword can light guys on fire. So, you know, maybe I will go ahead and just take that now. I could have used some of my divine favors to see if there was something else, but I didn't really care to use them right now. I think I'm going to save them for another time when I really want to swap out what's happening. We'll go for we'll go for a relic. Relics tend to get you a good amount of gold. Relic runes tend to give amount of gold as well. Alright, so this one's the Auric Maledictions is kind of annoying. It reduces how much damage we take, but that's because we're also going to lose gold when we get hit. So, in theory, if we're not really getting hit, it doesn't do anything. But that's kind of how a lot of those curses and effects work. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't get hit. Ooh, just play perfectly. But actually doing that is a different matter. We'll keep breaking these open. Oh, I didn't. That triggered a lot faster than I thought it would. I guess I didn't realize it would go off so fast. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, keep moving. Dodge, dodge. So that's, like I said in one of my other videos, it's good to make sure you have enough stamina when you go into a new hallway or room, because you never know when suddenly there's just a whole bunch of traps that you have to dodge. So I nearly got punished for not having enough stamina. Charge attack in, dagger out, swap to hammer. I find that the dagger offhand combo works really well with the spear, because you create a little bit of distance between yourself and the enemy, which then allows you to pull out the spear and be at critical range and do lots of damage. Cool. I could have used some of the traps right there behind them, but I didn't feel like trying to get in and set them off when really I was doing just fine. Okay, none of these are doing it for me, so we're going to re-roll this once. Extra damage to fire attacks. We'll go ahead and take that. It'll help I sword a little bit every now and then. And we get extra perception for more gold and items. We will go to weapon. We don't need the healing, especially since we heal when we go through the door. Alright, we're going to light them on fire just so we have better illumination. We will need to light this so we can see more, because as soon as he goes away, that fire's gone too. Like this one. Okay, we're moving over here. Keep that greed counter going. Switch to hammer. Light fire. Get rid of this dude because he can heal and keep people going a lot longer than they should be. But he also dips out. Dodging that. Okay, luckily that missed. Oh, we lost the greed thing. I was too slow. He also summons guys, so if he doesn't have any allies to buff, he will pull a new guy out. Oh, come on. There we are. Alright. See what kind of weapon we got here. No. We'll re-roll this now, too. Alright. Feather Spear. Not interested. Lightning Whip is tempting. Charge attack weaken the foes, gives us health back, boosts corruption. So this one's tempting because we should be doing a fair amount of fire attacks, and this one does lightning, and the lightning strikes will catch them on fire as well. So it's going to do two things for us. It's going to illuminate, so the whip is doing more damage. It'll also set them on fire for the hammer, and the hammer does more damage against lightning inflicted or burning foes. So we're going to take that one. I like the other one that does a weaken effect, but we'll do this. It's not as much corruption, so we're actually not going to get a curse going through this door. If we had taken the other one, it would have put us right at 80, and then we would have hit 100. And we'll see if we can get some more dexterity from these attributes, and that'll help increase our sword and hammer damage. Interrupt that. Lightning strike, hammer. Parry. Oh, didn't hit me. There we go. Hammer into that guy. Gone. Let's see what the relic does. We're not using claws, so we have a sword. We can safely offer it up for gold. See, he almost went in. There was no stamina. So, luckily, I recovered in time. Let's check this top side. Yep, which is a gold. Going to the left now. Hop across. And see what kind of guys we got over here. We're going to charge lightning strike, get both of them, and then they both get hit by lightning. Parry that. Right. Okay, not really sure what happened to my first attack. It was a little strange. Guess maybe I fidgeted a little bit. And we get perception and health. We'll just take the perception right now. Go through, and we'll go for an upgrade. Maybe we'll upgrade either sword or the whip, maybe. I don't know, maybe the hammer too. Okay, so Dark Fervor. So now, we won't take corruption going through the door, it just kind of builds up over time. It's really not too bad. The part where it kind of plays off the worst is when you're fighting the champion. Because sometimes I end up taking a while to beat him if I'm not doing a lot of damage. So I can end up building a lot of corruption. But if you're going through the temple pretty quickly, then it really ends up being less corruption than taking it through the door. I mean like that. I've gained 6 corruption maybe. So we can upgrade the sword and get healing, which is nice to keep us, you know, sustained through the fight. The rest of these don't really get any new effects, but they do get more damage. That's an 8 damage increase. This is like a 9, 12 damage. Might just do the sword though for the extra bit of healing. We're not really taking hits and we're getting healed through the door, but if things start going south, it's really good to have some way to keep yourself rolling. And now we'll get some gold. It's not going to be much use in this next chamber either because we're fighting that champion, but when we move on to the next level of the dungeon, we're going to be able to get some more out of it. Lightning strike. Trigger both of those. It's gone. Dodge. Offhand attack. Alright, we need to watch out for the explosions on this. Though nothing triggered it, so I feel like most of the time with these little pot chambers and they have the explosive barrels, there's some kind of like fireball trap that sets off. We're going to trigger this now. It's going to hit him. 1, 2. Ooh, there we go. That trap did a lot of damage. Extra damage in the darkness. We're catching people on fire constantly, so we're not really fighting in the darkness. So I feel pretty okay offering that up for gold. First attack, whip. 1, 2. Interrupted. Parry missed anyways. Circle around that. Hit him. Hit him. Extra perception is nice. Keep moving. Go to the left. Pick up some more gold. Avoid any traps. There's nothing. The one thing too about that curse where you build up corruption over time instead of going through the door is the later stages of the temples can be quite a bit longer, especially we're going through level 2 now and then that's it for us. But when you get to the next stage where you have 3 bosses to beat, the 3rd level of the temple can be pretty long, and so you could build up a lot of corruption if you're not moving quickly. But here we go. Jaguar, champion of the jaguar. Alright, here we go. I haven't really shown anything in the bestiary, but you do unlock things for enemies by defeating them, and then when you defeat enemies flawlessly, taking no damage from them, you actually unlock the little like drawing things, just completely extras, you know, nothing to really tell you about the lore per se. But if we can beat this guy without taking damage, we can get that little bit unlocked. Is he gonna... Nope. Good parries. Keep whipping again. A little bit more. And we did it. You can get his spear. I actually like it quite a bit. The heavy finisher for his spear, instead of doing the normal just kind of thrust, you actually throw it and it pierces through a bunch of people. Now I chose to get rid of my Auric Malediction curse because I kind of like this curse where I don't get the corruption going through the door. So I'd keep that, get rid of the other one. Offer the shield, we're keeping the whip. We're not using a bow, so we can get rid of a little bit of corruption. And actually I think that got rid of any corruption we got fighting that boss. So now we can go attributes, gold, and then a weapon. We don't really need a weapon is the thing.
Hey.
Yes, my dear. Let's go. Nice. We're gonna interrupt this dude. Now, as we move into the next stage of the temple, the enemies are going to be a little bit stronger, traps are going to be a little more deadly, and the maps are also going to be just a little different from what we've seen so far. We're also going to start seeing elite enemies. So you'll notice as we fight through these guys, that guy has big glowing eyes, and his health bar has a gold ring around it. Ouch. So he is an elite. They're a little bit stronger than the rest of the normal enemies. There I am. Oh, he blew up the fire trap. Kind of a bummer, but doesn't matter. Throwing axes. We're not going to keep that, so we'll offer it for health. Spike traps go here. Fireball. Another fireball? Nope. it up. And we'll take just some perception. I'm okay with not really increasing the health a lot right now. We've got a ton of perception, actually. We'll get more gold. We're gonna get a lot of gold going through this, I think. Messed that up. Interrupt. That's good. And it triggered him. Parried. Strike. Strike. We're gonna hammer into this guy just so we can keep interrupting him. Stamina come back. And we go. Let's see what's in here. Extra damage in the darkness again. We're not really doing anything in the darkness. And we get some health back from that throwing axe. That is just a dead end. Pick up some gold and we'll go down this way. Like this, go up. Dodge around this. Like this. We are going to try and catch him with one of these fire traps. Boom. Do this one. Get both of them. And there it is. Worked out pretty nicely. Seeker's Mace, that's a pretty nice one because the Seeker Mace gets more damage for the level of your relics. So when you get into some of the later temple stuff, it can get a lot of extra damage. We're going to trigger this now. Doors open. And through we go. Alright, moving on. Unknown or weapon. We'll go weapon. Mostly because I'm not super sold on the hammer we've got. It has been kind of nice. It's got a little bit of extra damage. Our dexterity hasn't gone up a ton since we've gotten it. But we've got so much gold, we could potentially get something really nice. And if we don't, then, well, we'll be okay. Okay. We're going to hit him. Hit that one. Spin. Parry. Hit. There we go. Interrupt again. Charge attack to interrupt, and we're good. Alright. Whack, whack, whack. Get ready to dodge. Dodge again, dodge again. Keep the counter going. Charge attack in, whip attack. There we go. There we are. More dudes, get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna get rid of this dude because he's gonna make it really hard to kill anything. Parry that. Boom, boom, keep interrupting. Charge attack, spin. Dodge. Those elite, like mage ladies, they do throw 3 projectiles, so if you're really used to how they function previously, it can really mess you up. Get rid of him, he's annoying, and then we'll get rid of her. Lightning will interrupt and finish her. Check out the parry, the relic. Extra damage against weakened foes. I'm not weakening them a lot, but we'll take it simply because I still have a whole nother slot for a relic even after that. And we'll see what weapons we got. We don't have Divine Favor, so we can't re-roll this. I'm not interested in that bow, and I'm not particularly interested in that. So, we won't take anything. Moving on, we'll go to Relic. We've got a ton of gold to spend, so we can go into 2 Relic rooms and maybe get some really strong things. But on the whole, right now, I'm pretty confident in our ability to defeat the next champion. Dodge him, dodge out of that. These. We gotta move quick though because the floor is lighting on fire. Dynamite, offer it up. Alright, we're gonna hit these guys with some lightning. Trigger on multiple dudes. There we go. He's gone. Maybe this dude will come up. Dodge. Dodge. Ooh. Gotta finish him quickly. There we go. Extra greed kill time limit. That's a pretty good one. That can really allow you to play safely and finish off enemies when you're not at a good spot to do it safely and still maintain your counter. And we're out of there. Moving on. Light this up for some light. We're going to go ahead and we're going to trigger this now. Nice. Interrupt both of them. Trigger the lightning strikes. Charge attack in. Spin the whip. 1, 2. I'm going to switch to the hammer. 1, 2. Select that crystal skull without catching on fire. And now, let's see what we got. This does extra damage in the light. We are catching a lot of things on fire, so there's lots of light. And we're about to get rid of our We're going to lose a bunch of gold here in a moment, so let's get rid of this one. It's already going to be a 30% damage boost, which is much more than having like 8% damage. Go for the next relic. Charge attack in, follows a whip, dodge that. Okay, this guy was a whip finisher, which strikes both of those guys. Oh, messed it up, ran out of stamina. Just tried to do the parry, but my timing was off. We're gonna trigger this. We were gonna trigger that. There we go. Trigger this one. Alright. Keep it moving. All these webs are gonna catch on fire, so we'll just keep on moving. Dodge these spikes. We're gonna go up to the top. No, that's the door that's gonna end. So we'll go this way. Dodge that. Pick up the gold. Break through this wall. Gold. Dodge that. Over the spikes. Back across. And now we'll go up top. Gotta watch out for that fireball. We're gonna light this up so that we have more illumination. Hit both of them. Charge attack in to interrupt. Follow the lightning strike. And we'll switch to the hammer. Get ready to dodge. Charge attack in. Follow not with a whip because I'm out of stamina. Parry. Dodge. Parry. Good. That's a ton of dexterity, so that's a good chunk of damage. We can trade it out for this because we're kind of weakening guys, but not really. Pick up some gold. We'll keep moving to the next chamber. No enemies. We're not using pistols. There's 2 chambers left, so I don't really need to do any gold offering things. We could potentially replace this, so I'm not too concerned about. Whatever. We don't need it. We'll just leave our gold as is. We'll go for a question mark because again, we don't need the gold, so maybe we'll get something other than that. And here's our new curse. All right. So one less stamina can be kind of obnoxious because I like to use a lot of stamina. However, if we're consistently killing enemies, we're gonna get all of it back from a single kill. Dodging those, light this on fire, maybe kill her. 1, 2, 3, chop. Dodge that. Whip combo. Lightning. There we go. Hit, and then one more. Interrupt him. We'll go for a combo finisher. Nice. Charge attack. Whip. One more whip. Parry. Hit, and then interrupt. Charge attack, interrupt, and then again. We want to get rid of this dude. That pillar should block that charge attack. Let stamina come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready to parry. Charge attack over. Whip. 1, 2. And we did it. Offer that for less corruption. Crystal skull. Offer that for less corruption. I half read that relic, but I'm not really looking to replace any of my relics. Alright, this is a weapon upgrade. We may go ahead and upgrade our whip. Or it could do the dagger, or the sword. We're doing a lot of sword attacks. Yeah, we'll do that. Though I am using the whip quite a lot as well. But I feel like most of the whip's damage right now is coming from the lightning strikes, or that at least that's the utility is what I'm getting from that, and less of the damage. Parried that, good. Some of those charge attacks on the jaguar can be a little tricky to get right. I got kind of lucky there. Pick up the gold, dodge fireballs. Gonna get rid of this headless warrior dude. Charge attack in. Circle was the lightning. Now we're gonna go for a trigger it. Oops. Interrupted. Get 2 stamina back. Parry. 1. Dodge. Lightning. Lightning. There we go. Light that up. I'm gonna go for a combo finisher, and then we're gonna trigger that. Dodge. Dodge that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interrupt. Lightning strike. Parry that. Strike again. skull. Moving up. And we can get some more agility. Don't care about the perception right now because we're at the end. Now, depending on certain weapons, there's like a sacrificial dagger that increases its damage based on your perception. So if I had something like that, yes, I would increase my perception. It's all about knowing what you have equipped and what's actually increasing your damage and making you do better. Hits in the Epoch, the Curse Twins. This is a pretty interesting one. I can mess it up pretty bad when I get too in my head about my parries. But if you're pretty steady on your parries and you don't mess up your dodge and stuff like I did, then you'll be okay. Dodge that. Go for the finisher. 1, 2, 3. Now it's just going to shift into an Epoch. Parry. Now get ready here because he's going to do multiple attacks. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Parry, parry, parry. Oh, mess up the last bit. It's going to shift again in a second. Tiny bit of corner. We want to be out of that corner. Now, if you aren't comfortable with parries, you can pretty easily dodge their whip attacks. They're not too bad. But I have so little stamina, I would like to get the parries just to keep my stamina up. Try to attack in. Parry, parry, parry. Oh, he missed a bunch and that really threw me off. Parry. Not great. There we go. Alright, bunch of gold. Get some more crystal skulls and jade rings. That was it. That was the next level of the Jaguar and the second champion. See what our time and everything was? We went through it pretty quickly, I think. 18 minutes, that's pretty good. Considering most of the, the first level temples we were doing in 11 minutes, so almost 12. We really did pretty well, I think. Yeah, health restored, 9 perfect rooms. Lots of parries. Yeah, good stuff. And then we go back and we'll unlock some more things. It's kind of the big thing, like every time you succeed in doing a temple thing, unlock a little bit more, make your character just a little bit stronger and more likely to win the next one. And we got a blood emblem for that because it was our first time doing it. So that'll unlock some more content for us. But hope you all enjoyed and take care of yourselves.